said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. And the Spartans have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Duke's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He leaves it with his back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Here comes the heat. Forced out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So Michigan State's offense will take the field for the first time. And here comes for the first time as a starter this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year didn't...
There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Spartans want to move quickly.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The give on the inside. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Sparty. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Trying to beat the D deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun to give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those who have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The Spartans backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They'll try the run. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got his man quickly. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's loose. Flying down the left side. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensive.
Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Moore. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He's got an open man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. The RPO, it's complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Looking to fire. Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On the run, deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
So now it's 2nd and long. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Under fire! He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Taylor. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. No huddle here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Fires on the move. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miles. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. Slings it downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Blue Devils have pushed it inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Swings it out to his running back. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. It can get frustrating chasing that quarterback, but you got to pull up. The roughing the passer penalty gives them the first down. They'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Snagged out of the air. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Release to the back. Finds his man down the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Behind the chains now on second and long. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle box as he moved the throw away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open, and lived to fight another down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Makes the catch. It's Taylor. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Collier. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Touchdown, Spartans! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The give on the option. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decimal meter on 3rd down. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Quickly to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Going to the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Sparty. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He lofts one down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Floating away. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Blue Devils in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Here's a heat. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down and second and 7.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete in the middle. The tap. Touchdown, Duke. Once he got some room, it was over. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a man, it's Gore. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That's caught. It's Gore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Spartans will hustle to the line. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Turns it on at midfield. Running free. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Michigan State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
David.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted them.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Spartans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. 4 wideouts set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. Dumps it off in the flats.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. The snap sets up the throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Outside the pocket, let's go. Soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Michigan State.
After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that